At the chapel, the funeral detail forms in two ranks. As the vehicle comes into view, the casket team leader calls the casket team to attention, renders a solo hand salute, and returns to order arms after the vehicle passes his location. The pallbearers move into position at the rear of the vehicle, and the NCOIC presents arms. The pallbearers remove the casket from the vehicle. The Union part of the flag is draped over the end of the casket, with the stars over the left shoulder of the deceased soldier. The pallbearers walk backwards, allowing all pallbearers to grasp the handles of the casket.
Ready.
The pallbearers handle the remains in a dignified, reverent, and military manner, ensuring the casket is carried level and feet first at all times. All movements are conducted in unison. After the completion of the religious service, the casket is removed. The pallbearers either carry the casket or push it on a church truck from the front of the chapel to the exit. The casket is carried out of the chapel and placed directly into the vehicle with the same military precision in which it was removed. The funeral director secures the doors of the vehicle and proceeds to the gravesite. It's important that the NCOIC has a plan to transport the honors detail to the place of burial in order to arrive there before the vehicle bearing the soldier and to be in proper position. This program features a rifle party that is separate from the pallbearers. In a situation where the pallbearers also serve as the firing party, their rifles are pre-positioned and guarded at the gravesite. The weapons should be stacked with the magazines loaded with 3 rounds of blank ammunition. The firing detail consists of not more than 8 riflemen and not less than 5, with 1 non-commissioned officer in charge.
Mark time, march. Firing party, halt. Order, halt. Left, face. Dress right, face.
They are positioned at an angle of 45 degrees off the foot of the grave, usually 75 to 100 meters away, enabling them to fire directly over the foot of the grave.
Ready, hut!
The firing detail awaits the funeral procession at ease.
At ease!
When the procession is approximately 100 meters away, the detail comes to attention. The firing party commander does a solo present arms as the hearse approaches, then order arms as the hearse comes to a stop.
Firing party. Attention. Huh!
Meanwhile, the NCOIC and pallbearers also come to attention when the procession is approximately 100 meters away. The casket team leader and NCOIC salute as the vehicle arrives. The NCOIC signals the driver where to stop by dropping his salute. The casket team moves to the rear of the hearse and prepares the casket for movement to the gravesite. Once the casket team is ready to move the casket, the firing detail will move to present arms. They will stay at present arms until the casket comes to rest at the gravesite.
Present arms!
the pallbearers form and remove the casket from the vehicle. Then they carry the casket, feet first, to the gravesite, taking care to keep the casket level. Although not shown in this program, the chaplain leads the procession to the grave, followed by the casket team and the NCOIC. Upon reaching the gravesite, the NCOIC salutes as the casket is placed slowly on the lowering device.
Ready, down. Ready, step.
As the casket comes to rest at the gravesite, the rifle detail will execute order arms and parade rest.
Order. Halt. Parade. Rest.
The pallbearers raise the flag from the casket and hold it in a horizontal position. The NCOIC steps back from his position to parade rest, and the religious service proceeds. In this program, featuring the Old Guard, the rifle detail is separate from the pallbearers. Therefore, the pallbearers would hold the flag in this horizontal position throughout the graveside service, the firing of the salute, and the playing of taps. In most funerals, however, the pallbearers would lower the flag back onto the casket and march off to become the firing detail. The pallbearers would arrive into this position after placing the casket over the grave. They would then unstack the rifles that were pre-positioned and stand at parade rest during the gravesite service. After the religious service is over, the NCOIC moves back to the head of the casket and renders a hand salute, which cues the firing detail to commence the firing detail sequence. This cues the firing detail commander to command firing detail, attention, and then directs the firing party to fire 3 volleys. The firing party makes a half-right face.
Firing party. Attention. Huh. Stand by. Ready. Ready. Aim. Fire. Ready. Aim. Fire. Ready. Aim. Fire. Ready.
The commands are ready, aim, fire. At ready, each rifleman moves the safety to the fire position. On aim, the rifle is shouldered with the muzzle to the front at an angle of 30 degrees from the horizontal. On fire, the trigger is squeezed quickly and the weapon is immediately returned to port arms. The firing detail fires 3 volleys of blank cartridges. They are then commanded to present arms and remain in this position until the conclusion of taps. Immediately following the last volley, the bugler plays taps. There are 3 methods. The bugler plays the actual instrument, the bugler uses a bugle device, or a quality CD is played. If the CD player is used, it must be pre-positioned out of sight of the mourners. All equipment that uses batteries, the bugle device and the CD player, must be checked before the service to make sure they are working. It's a good idea to have extra batteries on hand. After taps, the firing detail executes an order arms and a parade rest.
Order! Halt! Parade rest!
If the rifle detail also functions as pallbearers, they would now stack arms and move back to the casket for the flag folding. After completion of taps, the NCOIC terminates his salute. The pallbearers then fold the flag without letting it touch the casket. They pass it to the NCOIC. The pallbearer who hands the flag to the NCOIC then salutes.
Stand by. To my right. Face.
The casket team leaves the gravesite area to transportation. If the pallbearers also functioned as the firing party, they would march from the gravesite to the stacked rifles. If necessary, the NCOIC rotates the flag so that the flat edge faces toward the next of kin. He then moves by the most direct route to the next of kin who is to receive the flag.
Ma'am, this flag is presented on behalf of a grateful nation, as an expression of appreciation for the honorable and faithful service rendered by your loved one.
After presenting the flag, the NCOIC returns to his original position of attention and renders a hand salute, holding the salute for 3 seconds. He then moves back to the head of the grave and awaits the departure of the next of kin.